like Malcolm. Somebody had to get in there and poison the man and make it look like he had a brain aneurysm. That man was healthy as hell. You know he was healthy. Go look at Khalid Muhammad. I bet you he was cut up like Bruce Lee under them clothes. Ready to take anybody down that came across his damn path the wrong way. Anybody he was ready to battle with. To the death. A true soldier. Power and power. But Farrakhan is still here. Farrakhan allowed to do million-man marches. Farrakhan allowed to talk shit about the white folks. Farrakhan allowed to have businesses, have an economic structure within his nation of Islam. Is that man under a 501c3? Is he tax-free? Find that out. Because when you on that religion shit, the 501c3 go hand in hand right now. Nowadays, that's the division I'm talking about. Because Khalid Muhammad and Malcolm X was about bringing the people together. They were telling the truth about the TV, the radio, all of that. Because the internet wasn't popping like that in Malcolm X. And the internet wasn't even created when Malcolm X was alive, but it wasn't popping like that when Khalid Muhammad was doing his thing. It was there, but it wasn't like this at all. But that's that division right there, the secret society, the ones in league, in collusion with the government. Them the ones right there that we have to fucking fight. That's the reason why we can't move against the white folks. Not move against them, but rise up and do our own thing. They showed us throughout history that we could never have our own society. Rosewood told you that. Tulsa, Oklahoma told you that. 1921, Black Wall Street, May 1st. Right here in California. They poisoned the water of Allensworth, another black city. Poison their water. Worse than with Flint going through right now. Killed that little town. Because they cannot allow black folks to live the way they want them, the way we want to live. They can't allow us to live the way we want to live. They have to control us. They have to. Because if they don't, we will overpower them. They have to control our birth rate. They have to control our eating habits. They have to control the music we listening to. They have to control the TV we watch to keep the division, to keep us on a low level of existence, a low frequency. But the division is the strongest. Because with division, all of that shit is effective. You gonna keep feeding your kids that poisonous ass McDonald's, just like I'm feeding my kids this poisonous ass Domino's. Because the queen didn't want to cook. And I just got home. You know? But it's the collective where the power is. That's where our power is. They got us divided all the way down to the fucking football teams and basketball teams. You know, all of this is engineered. And it's been engineered for over 100 years, for thousands of years. They've been practicing the stolen history and knowledge of our people for thousands of years. Ask the Vatican why they got all of our shit in their archives under the Vatican, where we can't get to it. And if you don't believe that your preacher, Farrakhan, T.D. Jakes, is working against you, ask them why they go and kiss the fucking Pope ring. I don't understand why a Muslim would go and kiss the ring of the Pope, knowing all the dirt on the damn Catholics. Why would Farrakhan, just him alone, why would he go and kiss the Pope ring? He's supposed to be the most influential, strongest black figure in the United States, as far as I'm concerned. That's the way he talks. Very intelligent. Very intelligent. But he's doing a job to keep us divided. So if we know that the power structure is control of all the rich black folks, and they divided and they supposed to work against us, what is the solution? The solution is this. We have to break away from white supremacy in its totality. That don't mean we got to leave the country. I'm going to give you a few points on how we destroy this system, or how we crush this system by leaving white supremacy in its totality, separating from it. We as poor people, exclusively, fuck the niggas in the boule and all the other secret societies that's working for the white folks. Take your kids out of school. Don't let your kids play Pop Warner football, Babe Ruth baseball. Pull your kids out of school. Create a homeschooling system and start educating the kids yourself. The black people come together. The black people that like Dr. Phil Valentine, Young Pharaoh, Dr. Boyce Watkins, people like that to help us. They see us come together, and they devise programs and curriculum for our kids to study. When they see the poor black folks come together and say they tired. But pull your kids out of the school system and gradually start backing off your job. Find another way to support yourself. Now, I know y'all saying it's impossible, you got to pay your bills and all that shit, but we have to break away from all of that, because that's that white man shit. He making us pay to live. He charging us for air, through gas, carbon taxes. You know? Daddy mode is always in effect. But we have to break away from white supremacy in its totality. But the easiest way to start is to separate ourselves by taking the kids out of the school and do homeschooling. Because it ain't no law in the book saying your kids got to go to school. Day school, where they miseducate them. Where they teach them ain't nothing but slaves. Or they come from slaves. Teaching them how to be slaves, robots. Wasting money going to college, you can get a degree and can't get a job. So a lot of black folks that's educated with doctorates and masters and stuff working at Walmart and McDonald's. And that ain't cool. It's a lot of money right there. That's over $100,000 in school debt. that they gonna spend the rest of their life trying to pay back. And that's not cool. But that's how they do it. You know? And those people was doing everything right. They wasn't even in the hood life. And I won't even say hood life is wrong because they put us in survival mode. I like what Phil said, everything we do in the hood is called a survival crime, because I believe that. That's true. I live that. I know. We live in doing survival crimes. You know, when you look back on history and you look back at the 50s, the 40s, even, you know, the 60s before the drugs was introduced heavily into the communities by the CIA, we didn't have this kind of crime, this kind of black on black murders and stuff like that. And I'm glad that it's toned down, you know, but at the end of the day, all of that is engineered because they took the jobs away, took the opportunities away, put drugs and alcohol in the neighborhood, made the schools irrelevant. Because the school is irrelevant. School is irrelevant right now. It really is. Your kids could probably learn more fucking with YouTube than they would at school. And that's the honest to God truth. When you really look at it, your kid can learn more on YouTube if you control what they're watching than they would in school. They'll get more truth. They'll learn more things because it's wide open. School is very linear. It's controlled so-called education. But the white kids, they get everything to succeed and to be on top. You know, but that division is what's making white supremacy work. Everybody worried about Trump. What the fuck y'all worried about him for? Y'all niggas start doing what's right and coming together and stop sweating each other over punk shit. Mad at your cousin for nothing. Mad at your sister for nothing. Mad at, you know, whoever for nothing in your own family, in your own hood. For nothing. Something that don't even matter. Something you can't even control. Or something honorable. Because of the way the system is created, you know, niggas stealing from each other and shit like that, robbing each other, killing each other over dumb shit. Y'all stop doing all of that and come together. Trump will shit, his ass will fall in line and be like, what the hell y'all want? Because he needs the niggas to keep playing football. He needs LeBron to keep playing basketball. He needs y'all to keep watching that shit too. He needs y'all to keep buying y'all jerseys and t-shirts and hats, Jordans, Versace, whatever the hell it is, they need you to keep participating in this shit. You stop buying all that bullshit and participating in all that bullshit, they'll change real fast. Because we make this engine run. We the oil in the engine. You remove the oil from the engine won't run. It's going to freeze up. It's going to stop. It's going to blow up with no oil. What color is oil when it's in the engine? It's black. What does it mean when you got black oil? You need to change that shit. That's what we need to do. We need to change. We need to come together. That's the only way we going to change. We can do all the damn videos in the world. Ain't none of that shit gonna matter if we don't come together. We gotta leave that Jesus alone. We gotta leave Allah alone. We've been praising Jesus for hundreds of years, and he ain't saved us yet. Praising Allah for hundreds of years, he ain't saved us yet. Only reason those people do good is because they change the way they do things. Don't got nothing to do with the spook in the sky. They change their thought process. They become a little bit more humane if they true in their so-called religion. But it's their actions that do that shit. You the one making the decisions. God's not making the fucking decisions for you. The creator's not making the decisions for you. Because it is a creator. It is a grand architect, as the Masons say. But it ain't what the white man say it is. The white man tell you Jesus is the only way. He's the way, the truth, and the life. Islam, that's a whole bunch of bullshit. I'm sorry. Fuck that. I'm not even sorry about it. I'm just telling you, Islam is bullshit. Them Arabs over there in the Middle East are laughing at everybody over here, black, practicing Islam. That's fake shit. Don't care about none of that. But as long as you in it, they got you. You got to leave all of that alone. That's a part of white supremacy. You call yourself a Christian. You call yourself a Muslim. You call yourself a Jew or whatever. That's that white supremacy. That's that white supremacy shit. You support white supremacy by participating in that. You remove yourself from it, it's going to fall. What's going to happen if black folks stop going to church? The preacher going to lose his fucking mind. That shit going to fall apart so fast. Black folks find out the preacher just been pimping them, he gonna leave town. All the preachers gonna leave town. And the black folks find out that they just doing them wrong. Taking their little money, taking their lives, and running some of their relatives or their wives, sisters, aunties, cousins, running them. You know, if you go in the church and you know what to look at, the one that's saying hallelujah the loudest, thank you Jesus the loudest, them usually be the ones. Them be the ones. What's going to happen when the folks wake up and realize the preacher is fucking them over? What's going to happen when the Nation of Islam wake up and see that damn Farrakhan, a CIA asset, and he was instrumental in the death of Malcolm X and Khalid Muhammad? What's going to happen to him? Is his bodyguard still going to protect him? Is they still going to look at him the same? That shit's true. I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it on the Melanin Den, not in this video, but in a future video I got coming fire, and it's going to tear that ass up. Is they going to look at him different? They going to look at the man different when they find out he a fake, phony, and a fraud. The pimps talk real good. But what do pimps do? They send hoes. And what do hoes do? They go out there and get that money in a negative way. That's all Farrakhan doing. He's pimping the people. That's all them preachers be doing. They pimping the people. Look at T.D. Snakes. Look at Creflo Dollar. Look at Eddie Long. All fraud. Martin Luther King. Fraud. It's the reason why the government won't release the damn FBI files, all of them, all of their investigations and the evidence that they had against him until 2027. They ain't releasing that shit right now because niggas that go crazy, they find out the truth. Right now, niggas found out. What I know, just a little bit I know, because that's a little bit. But they got the tapes of him having orgies and all that. Hell, the wife of JFK gave it up in the audio tape. You can go buy that. I listened to that. She talked about how Martin Luther King was having orgies and all of that. In her case, it was only, a 50-year cap on that. 50, 55 years. That shit, you can go buy that now. Listen to it. Audio tape of the wife of John F. Kennedy, talking about conversations she had with her husband